is NBC 10 News Today.
This morning, the city of Ruston continues to recover after last week's deadly tornado as crews work to shed light on the devastated city.
That's right, Randy. And a vigil for a victim of gun violence turns into a crime scene. We've got the details. Plus, story of a West Monroe man who police tried to mix beer and guns.
We have all those stories coming up. All right, it is 5:33.
Yeah, already 5:33?
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Already.
Yeah.
Breezing through.
Yes.
How are we doing this morning?
We're okay.
Still trying to wake up a little bit, as you can tell. Still trying to wake up a little bit.
You seem pretty awake.
Yeah.
Well, I had one of those bangs, and I told my mom, hey, I'm going to have a bang. And she's like, you're doing what? I think she thought I was, like, doing something illegal. I'm like, no, I'm not doing anything illegal. It's the name of an energy drink.
So it's an energy drink?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she thought she'd never heard of it before, so she thought it was something illegal. I'm like, I promise you, not now.
Maybe you should get Monster next time just to keep it safe.
I know, keep it safe and
Yeah.
simple. Yes. Or water or coffee.
Coffee.
Yeah, coffee. Play it
Coffee,
safe.
yeah. Coffee's a morning show thing. Gotta have your coffee.
Not for
We
me.
should have those mugs out here full of coffee.
I'll be running from there to there to there. I could do weather and you know,
Oh,
everything.
Lord. Here
That
we
were
go.
the case.
Chris
Maybe
trying
no
to take
coffee.
your job.
Yeah,
Chris trying to take your job, Reed.
Hopefully you got your coffee as you watch us. Not a bad start this morning. We are looking at temperatures in the upper 60s. It's a mild start outside. Humidity is back. You'll be able to feel it when you step outside. Warming up in the mid-80s this afternoon. Going to be a little toasty. Looking outside, sun's coming up in under an hour now. Should be a nice start. Clouds filling in as the day goes on. I got all your forecast details up here soon. That's your forecast first.
Alrighty, thank you, Reed. Life is slowly returning back to normal in Ruston. Mayor Ronnie Walker says there's still a long way to go in the recovery process.
Wow. As NBC 10's Brian Briggs tells us, certain things like restoring power are moving faster than expected. He's got more on our top story.
Four days after the deadly tornado, crews are working hard to bring normalcy back to Ruston, piece by piece, wire by wire.
Now, as of Monday, about 90% of Ruston's power has been restored. The original timeline was about 8 to 12 days, but Mayor Ronnie Walker says that things are getting fixed on a much quicker timescale than expected.
Power restoration has been narrowed down to two specific areas hit the hardest. One rectangle is from Maple Street to Tech Drive to Highways 3012 and 150. The other area is from James Street to Highway 167 to I-20 to Alabama Avenue.
There's only about 650 homes and businesses that do not have power today. Some of those, probably more than 50% of them, will not be ready for power for several months because of the amount of damage.
Some won't get the power back at all.
Maybe half of that number that will not be back at all. I mean, some of those houses will be torn down. They will not be built back.
There are ways that Ruston residents can continue to help crews and officials. If you have any sort of damage, report it.
If your house was damaged, if you had a limb through your roof, then we really need to inspect for your own safety the electrical parts of your house and gas and everything else.
And officials say if you don't have to be there, please stay out of the area.
And we're asking people to stay out of them, not the residents that live there, but the people who just want to ride around the city.
In Ruston, Brian Briggs, NBC 10, your local news leader.
All right, thanks, Brian. A West Monroe man faces charges after police say he threatened his neighbor with a shotgun. The arrest reports say 23-year-old Christian Lawrence and his neighbor were yelling at each other. Then Lawrence pointed the shotgun, ordering the neighbor not to move. Police say Lawrence also tried to walk into the neighbor's house. Lawrence tells police he felt threatened and armed himself with a shotgun and a handgun. He denies pointing the gun at the neighbor, but did admit to drinking a 24-pack of beer earlier in the day. Lawrence is charged with aggravated assault with a firearm, unauthorized entry, false imprisonment, and an offender armed with a dangerous weapon.
Almost a year and a half after a baby girl died of severe head injuries in Mississippi, her father and stepmother are charged with her murder. 14-month-old Jariah Smith died under their care in October of 2017. Her birth mother posted results of her pathological exam on social media and demanded justice. Yesterday morning, Claiborne County deputies arrested Morris Beverly IV and Takia Beverly. Prosecutors could seek the death penalty. A vigil for a victim of gun violence has led to a shooting itself over the weekend, and the owner of the club where it happened is taking action. NBC 10's Gabrielle Pfeiffer speaks with a security guard who says all of the shootings are getting out of hand.
It was an event to honor a man lost to gun violence. Instead, it turned into another shooting scene.
And a lot of stuff is over nothing, you know.
Police responded to Club 508 after hearing gunshots early Saturday morning. They say there was a fight inside the building and shots were fired nearby.
This has nothing to do with Club 508.
Delcario Jackson is a security guard at the club that's been there for about a year.
We have this building for people to come to events, enjoy themselves. We bring orders down. We're trying to get our town to come together.
But he says it's hard when people bring drama to their parking lot. The club didn't coordinate for any El Dorado Police Department officers to be on site that night. He was just expecting it to be a celebration of a good friend.
It has something to do with what's going on in the city and the violence.
One community leader says he's going to do what he can to put an end to it. He partners with others to host Stop the Violence rallies every year. But he says events like that won't matter if the community isn't doing their part too.
You don't want to look up and one day it's your son or it's your daughter that get hit by a stray bullet.
The owner of the club says they will be reaching out to the El Dorado Police Department to ensure safety at events in the future. Reporting in El Dorado, Gabrielle Pfeiffer, NBC 10, your local news leader.
El Dorado police say they have a good lead on suspects, but no ties between Saturday's shooting and that of the crime victim, Randall Farland.
South Arkansas has professionals standing ready to stop child abuse and treat victims. The South Arkansas Children's Coalition had an open house as part of a Child Abuse Prevention Awareness Month. Representatives gave tours to residents and briefed them on the services provided. The CAC provides direct services to child victims and their families, including trauma-focused therapy, forensic interviews, and medical exams.
It is important for the community to become aware and be educated on the abuse and the effects of it so that they then will know what to do to help on the other side.
If you're interested in a tour or learning more about the services of the Children's Coalition provides, you can call their office at 870-862-2272 and set up an appointment.
We are giving away an NBC 10 Fox 14 umbrella courtesy of Shed Rain Umbrella. Chief Meteorologist Jared Floyd announces winners weeknights at 5:30 on Fox 14 and at 6 p.m. on NBC 10. To enter for your chance to win, go to our website, miraculous.com, and click on the contest tab. All right, next in sports, the latest on the Will Wade saga.
Wait, there's more? Plus, why one high school is looking for a new football coach. I've got sports in less than 2 minutes. But first, read.
This morning it's warm and humid. Temperatures only around 70 degrees. Feels like summer almost outside with those dew points climbing up into the 70s. So as you step outside, no jacket, no coat needed. Warm day.